How many more selfies do I need to post to convince myself I'm loved? How many more Insta reels of my life until I feel proud of what I've done? How many more comments will I mindlessly read until I accept I need connection? How many more attention seeking TikToks to trade my dignity for affection? When will I accept that zombie scrolling is a symptom of my depression? Is it even the symptom? Or honestly, is it maybe the source? Because I don't ever remember feeling this bad before I got addicted to my phone, this device. I bought her for virtue, she's become my greatest vice. I falsely assume I know what's good for me. It's the story of my life. It started off slow. First, it was, I'll keep you in touch with your beloved friends and family. Then it was, I'll introduce you to the world and the parts you've never seen. There's this thing called social media. Download it. I think it's exactly what you need. I was only 13, and like any toxic lover, she seduced me with her lies until she became my beloved, the first one I checked on in the morning and the last face I saw every night. I'm ashamed to admit the amount of times I ignored the voice of my own parents for a notification of a stranger that arrives, the anticipation for validation from people who couldn't care less about me, the precious mental space I poisoned, brainstorming how to become viral overnight, performing acrobatics for the algorithm, then mental gymnastics to justify it. I locked myself in a mental prison and I threw my validation on the other side, begging for strangers to give me their likes because then and only then am I worth unlocking my cell and stepping into the world outside. Social media is a gateway drug to an addiction to validation, the narcissistic temptation to flip the camera around and pervert its use to convince yourself of your own greatness, or maybe just to swallow half truths to make sense of your estrangement. We're radicalized in echo chambers, the algorithm be proclaiming, don't process your feelings because the world is bleeding and you are its savior, so sharpen your knife because hate is your healing. The issue with modern addiction is that the culture tells us it's not a problem until it's negatively affected your life, when the very nature of addiction is to distract you from said life, unplug you from reality, and plug you back in when you're too busy to process the thoughts on your mind. So tell me, when are you supposed to realize when the modern person can go their whole life without ever confronting what's inside? And if you are the only metric of measurement for your addiction, don't you think maybe that could be a conflict of interest? What I'm trying to say is, if cheap pleasure is what keeps you stuck in your addiction, then tell me, what incentive is there for you to recognize and reverse the damage when there is no such pleasure in it? For my fellow brain rotters, I got you. TLDR, why change the illusion when delusion tastes so much better? And why would I ever confront my reality when in my fantasy, I own the weather?